going on, guys? It's your host, your boy, George McKay, back again for another prediction show. That's right. Today, I'm predicting tonight's awesome match card for GSW Catalyst. GSW Global Syndicate Wrestling has become one of my favorite starter promotions. I love everything they're doing. I had Brendan Ascari, one of the co-founders of GSW, on the show a few weeks ago, and we talked a lot of things about the promotion, about where they're going, and about this awesome pay-per-view Catalyst. So it's tonight on FITE TV, 6:45 p.m. Price point is fantastic at $20.99. And let me tell you, the match card is stellar. We're going to see some of the best wrestling and also a few surprises tonight because there are some changes to the match card last minute due to medical clearance. So we're going to get into that as the prediction show goes on. So first match out the gate is for the GSW Women's Worlds Tournament. It's the first round matchup. It's Allison Kay versus HyunA. Allison Kay is a fantastic talent. I've had her on the show before. She's somebody who I absolutely loved in her time in NWA and as NWA Women's Champion. But HyunA is a beast incarnate. This lady is all kinds of fire, all kinds of power and speed, and nothing can be underestimated on both sides. For me personally, this match is very hard to predict, but I'm going to give the edge to Allison Kay just a little bit. HyunA definitely is an up-and-comer. She is going to be a fixture in GSW for a very long time, and she will get her shot at that women's championship one day, just not today. I believe Allison Kay moves on to the second round for the women's world title, for sure. Another match we got coming up is Kimberly versus Trish Adora. Again, Kimberly, legend, veteran in this business, has been around for a long time and has had some impressive wins and some impressive stats to her name. But Adora Lee is somebody that I consider to be the future of women's wrestling. She's fast, she's strong, she is everything. And her heart and her determination and her passion in the ring makes her that much more dangerous. As much as I respect Kimberly and everything she's done in the business and in her time at Impact, everything she's doing now in her later years in her career, I got to give it up to Adora. I'm going to move on because I see a second round matchup between her and Allison Kay as being an absolute barn burner, possible match of the year candidate. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I know we're only in May, but match of the year candidate, okay? That's the way I feel. And it's my show, so my opinion matters. But that's who I definitely see moving on in that matchup. Another match is for the Women's World Tournament is Deonna Purrazzo versus Jordan Blade. This one is difficult. Purrazzo is fantastic. She is the current reigning defending Impact Women's Knockouts champion. And Blade, what can you say about Blade that hasn't already been said? Check out her stats, search her up on YouTube. Legitimate threat. This one's hard to say, but just based solely on determination, I got to give this one to Deonna Purrazzo because setting up the next second round matchup is the reason why I picked Deonna Purrazzo. So in this match, I got to give it to Deonna Purrazzo, but I'm taking absolutely nothing away from Jordan Blade and what she brings to the table. 150%. Don't mistake that, Jordan, if you're watching this. It's not a knock at you. I just see Deonna moving on because the next match is Holodeck versus Vicious Vicky. Holodeck is a beast. Someone who is definitely, you got to check her out on the internet. If you haven't, she's had awesome matches with Ray Lynn. She's had awesome matches with Thunder Rosa. She is hands down one of the most underrated women in the business today. Vicious Vicky, again, fantastic up and comer. Her future is very, very bright in this business, but just based solely on my previous pick, Deonna Purrazzo versus Holodeck in round 2 just has something special written all over it. At the end of the day, Allison Kay, Adora Lee, Deonna Purrazzo, and Holodeck are moving on to the next round to face each other. And then from there, we're going on to the finals. So I don't know what to say, but Holodeck is definitely going to take Vicious Vicky out of the tournament. And that's who I see as our final 4 moving forward for the GSW Women's Champion to be the first inaugural Women's Champion. We've also got a couple other great matches on this card tonight. Tag team match, Austin Aries versus Ricky Reyes versus Gio Galvano, the Soul Syndicate champion, versus Super Nitro. Whew, man, just listing the names, the talent that is going to be in this tag team match is incredible. You got a vet in Austin Aries. Ricky Reyes is no slouch himself. Gio Galvano. Just check out GSW's High Voltage YouTube page. That's their weekly kind of show, High Voltage. Gio is no joke. This man is the truth. His future is very, very, very bright. And Super Nitro, I'm not going to take anything away from him because, again, he is somebody that I love watching his in-ring work and what he brings to the table. So this one's hard for me. I like all 4 of these men. But if I got to give it to anybody, I'm going to give the edge to Gio Galvano and Super Nitro, just solely based on where I see the next stories going. I'm not saying I have inner workings in Brandon Ascari's mind, but just the way I see things shaping up, having these two win and then having a fallout to where they may go one-on-one for each other for Gio's Soul Syndicate Championship is something that I can see down the line. So all my predictions are solely based on what I can see down the line. That's just the way I work when it comes to GSW, because I try to think ahead, but I know Brandon always has something special and something cooked up that is just going to change the game. Speaking of changing the game, and the next match on the card that we have is the Dream Openweight Championship match, Fatal 4-Way. Are you ready? I'm ready. First, we got the Brooklyn Outlaw, Mike Donovan, taking up the man who earned the last spot on the previous episode of High Voltage, Wrecking Ball Lagroski. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm not very good with names. And then we have Richard Holiday and Tyson Maddox, who, if you remember from GSW Inception, had one hell of a match. Richard Holiday was the winner in that one. This one is, man, these are four tough dudes that can go high flyers, power, speed, agility, ring IQ. It's all there in this Fatal 4-Way. And what can I say? I've had him on MLW Rewind, which is my side podcast. Everybody knows that I appreciate the man who is dynastic, the most marketable. I'm going to go with Richard Holiday on this one. But if I had to pick a dark horse, Brooklyn Outlaw Mike Donovan would definitely be a dark horse for me in this one. So Richard Holiday is my pick to win, but my dark horse to come out on top would be the Brooklyn Outlaw Mike Donovan for sure. And now we're finally getting into our last two matches on the card. We were supposed to get Michael Elgin versus Jacob Fatu, but Michael Elgin is not medically cleared. Now, I can tell you this. I don't know who will face Jacob Fatu tonight. I did reach out to Brandon. I'll be honest. I reached out to Brandon. I hit him up on Instagram and I said, dude, can you give me like a little, I'm doing my prediction show. Can you let me know? He's like, George, no way, man. Listen, I like you, but I got to keep it a surprise. I got to keep it suspenseful. So I don't know who he's bringing in. I mean, we could think of 1,000,001 names and possibilities that could go toe to toe with Jacob Fatu. A dream match for me would be to just slide Jacob Fatu into the main event with Chris Dickinson and Alex Hammerstone for the GSW Heavyweight Championship. But I know Brandon's not going to do that. But I will say this. If there's one or two possibilities that I could see coming out in the ring tonight, I don't know if he could do it. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know how much pull or how much Brandon Ascari wants to roll the dice on something like this. But Shane Taylor, the head of Shane Taylor Promotions, would be phenomenal to go one-on-one against Jacob Fatu. That would be one of my picks to be a dark horse to kind of come out and surprise the crowd and shock everyone at GSW tonight. Another one I wouldn't mind seeing straight up would be another guy from MLW. I'd love to see Calvin Tankman and Jacob Fatu go again. This time there's no gold on the line. This is just for respect. Who's the better? And even though MLW storylines and GSW storylines don't sync up, you can't forget that awesome MLW Heavyweight Championship match we saw back in March at Never Say Never between him and Calvin Tankman. So I would love to see Calvin Tankman come out and just have these two go at another war, because I could watch those two fight all day long. And now we've reached the pinnacle, our main event of the evening. That's right, your GSW Heavyweight Championship match. Your champion, Alex Hammerstone versus Chris Dickinson. This is just going to be all kinds of power, all kinds of strength, all kinds of wow factor to this. This match will tear the house down. Two bulls that are ready to go, ready to take each other to the limit. There's nothing I could say, but I want 645 to come now so I can watch this match, because I've been looking forward to this match since it was announced at the last event. I cannot wait for these two to get into the ring and tear each other apart. But I have to make a decision. And being that Alex Hammerstone is the inaugural champion, I don't see him losing the title on the second event of GSW's history. Pay-per-view. I don't see it happening right now. I see Alex Hammerstone winning, but it'll be a very close finish. Dickinson's going to throw out everything but the kitchen sink to try to take that gold. But at the end of the day, Alex Hammerstone will prevail and still be your reigning defending GSW heavyweight champion. So hit me up. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you don't know what GSW is, like I said, take a shot. $20.99. You can't regret it. You cannot regret the price point on this. You're going to see some fantastic wrestling tonight. Some stars, some names you know, some stars and names you may not know. You're going to see the future of the business mixed with current stars, and it's fantastic. Like I said, everything that GSW is doing, it's amazing. After inception, I was all in. I was hooked. I became a fan. I will big up this promotion as often as I can because it is a fantastic, fantastic promotion. And when it's all said and done after Catalyst tonight, full steam ahead, going towards the next event and everything that Brandon Ascari does. Don't forget to check out High Voltage on the YouTube page. Subscribe to GSW because it's worth it. These guys are the future. They are doing something special. And what you're going to see tonight is nothing short of history making. And that's straight up for me, your host, your boy, your favorite host of boy, because if you're watching this, you've been a fan for a long time. And I appreciate everybody. So like I said, hit me up. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. It's all love at the end of the day. This is all opinion based. Doesn't mean I have any factual insight to this. This is just my thoughts and feelings on the event tonight. So don't forget, GSW Catalyst tonight on FITE TV, 6:45 p.m. Price point Canadian, or price point is $20.99. You can't beat that. Check it out. Order a pizza, grab some beer, call some friends over. If you're in a place that's opened up, me, unfortunately, I'm in Ontario, Canada. We are not opened up yet, but we're getting there slowly. So just enjoy some wrestling tonight and forget about all the crap in the world. As always, I'm your host, your boy. Peace, love, and wrestling. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to tune in next week for another great episode on all available podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. Also, check us out on YouTube at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Instagram at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Facebook at Straight Talk Wrestling, and on Twitter at _Straight Talk. And if you feel the need to buy some sweet merch, check us out on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Leaving the scene with no trace, not in my league. You out of place. I'm not at the top. I'm outer space. Can't eat with us. We're out of place. I'm doing fine. I'm feeling great.